We are continuing by simplifying expressions. It's just that the next problems are going to have to involve some geometry. So in the first problem, they want us to find x. We have a triangle and we have each side labeled with an x variable. So we have the measurements involving an x. So what we have to do is, given the perimeter of 76, figure out what's the value of x. So we need to remember that perimeter is all the sides added up. So in this case, I'm going to add 6x plus 16x plus 14x plus 4. And remember, this being the perimeter, all the sides added up. And knowing that my perimeter is 76, this has to be equal to 76. So the only thing that we have to do now is just solve. So I notice right away I have like terms here. So 6x plus 16x is 22x plus 14x is 36x. So we have 36x plus 4 equals 76. Now we're going to solve for x. And the first thing that we have to do is cancel the 4 with minus 4. And that is going to give me 36x equals 72. The next thing that I have to do, divide by 36, divide by 36. The 36 cancel, and 72 divided by 36 is 2. So I know that x is 2, therefore my answer is B. On my second problem, we have basically the same idea. We know the length and the width of a rectangle. We know the perimeter. But now they don't want us to find x, but they want us to find the longest side. So in this case, we're going to start again with our perimeter. Now, we must remember that we have a length of 3x plus 10, but we have 2 of these. And then we're going to add 2 widths. So 2 times 10x minus x. And that's the perimeter, which equals 60. So the first thing that we need to do is distribute. In this case, I'm going to get 6x plus 20. And then distribute this one plus 20x minus 12 equals 60. At this point, I combine like terms. So that's going to give me a 26x. And then numbers with numbers. 20 minus 12, that's a plus 8. And that equals 60. So now I just need to solve for x. And the first thing that I need to do is cancel my 8. Minus 8, minus 8. The 8's cancel. I end up with 26x equals 52. And then I just divide by 26, divide by 26. 26 cancel. 52 divided by 26 equals 2. But this is my x value. I remember, we were never asked for x, we were asked for the longest side. So what we are going to do is we're going to take this value of 2 and plug it into the sides. And just to be safe, I would plug it on both. What do I mean? I will start with this one. 3x, which is 2, plus 10. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 10, 16. So that's one side. But I'm still going to check this one right here. And that one says 10x, which x is 2, minus 6. 10 times 2 is 20, minus 6. That's a 14. So now, looking at both of my sides, 14 and 16, I know that the longest one is 16. Be careful here, because if you tend to forget that you were looking for the longest side and not the x, you would pick 2 as your answer instead of the side, which was 16. The next one, same idea, but now we will need the shorter side. This is a parallelogram, but we found the perimeter exactly the same. 2 widths, 2 lengths. So we are going to start with writing our perimeter expression, which is twice 18x plus 8 plus twice 7x plus 1 equals 118. And again, we need to start by distributing. 18 times 2, that's going to give me 36x. 2 times 8 plus 16. And then plus 14x plus 2 equals 118. Now we're going to start with our like terms, x's with x's. That is going to give me 50x. And then I do numbers with numbers, which is plus 18. That has to equal 118. All that we have to do now is solve for x. First thing that I do is cancel the 18. So the 18's cancel. I get 100 here, and here I have my 50x. My next step would be divide by 50. 50's cancel, 100 divided by 50 is a 2. Again, this is my x value. I need the shorter side. I will substitute on both to be safe. First that one. 7x, 7, and x is a 2, plus 1. That's a 14 plus 1, that's a 15. That's the length of that side. Then 18x plus 8. 18, which x is 2, plus 8. That's going to give me 36 plus 8, and that's going to give me a 44, which is that side right there. Therefore, my shorter side is 15 right there. Now, in this one, they're not providing a shape or a drawing. That doesn't mean that we cannot do it. It is important to identify here that they are saying 3 sides of the triangle have lengths of x plus 5, 2x minus 10, 3x minus 20. What is the length of the longest side if the perimeter is 41 inches? So we have a triangle, and the way that we find perimeter of triangle is at all sides. X plus 5 plus 2x minus 10 plus 3x minus 20. That's the perimeter, has to equal 41. Then we need to do like terms. So x plus 2x is 3x plus 3x is 6x. Then 5 minus 10 is negative 5. Minus 20, negative 25 equals 41. And now we solve for x. So we need to cancel the 25, so we add 25. We're going to have 6x equals 66 divided by 6. The 6 cancel, that's an 11. But again, this is my x value. So now I'm going to check what is the length of that side, the x plus 5. So that's x plus 5x is 11 plus 5. That gives me 16. That's the first side. Then I have 2x minus 10. So 2x, which is 11, minus 10. 2 times 11 is 22, minus 10. That's going to give me 12. That is the length of that side. And then I have 3x minus 20. 3x, which is 11, minus 20. That's going to be a 33 minus 20. And that gives me 13. So out of all of them, the smallest one is 12. So my answer is 12. 1, 2. And remember, positive. In our very last example, we said the length of a rectangle can be represented by x plus 4. This width can be 2x minus 7. Which expression is the perimeter? They want the expression of the perimeter. So the only thing that we have to do is say, okay, the perimeter is two lengths and two widths. So we're going to say twice x plus 4 plus twice 2x minus 7. We start distributing. That's going to give me 2x plus 8 plus 4x, that's a plus, minus 14. We do our like terms. X's with x's, that's a 6x. Numbers with numbers, that will give me minus 6. And that's how we find our answer, B and C.